Magic Tree House, Book 11 Lands at Lunchtime, Chapter 2. Jump, beasts, jump. Bright light flooded the tree house again. A rustling sound came from outside the window. Andy peeked out and laughed. Hey there, she said. Jack looked out, too. A giraffe was eating leaves off the tree. It had a sweet, goofy face. Jack peered at the world beyond the giraffe. He couldn't believe his eyes. He saw a huge grassy plain, a wide river, and tons of birds and animals, more than he ever imagined in one place. Giraffes and zebras were on side of the river where Jack and Annie were. Thompson's gazelles and the big horned animals were on the other side. Where are the lions? Said Jack. I don't know, said Annie. Do you think it's always the squirrels? Let's find out, said Jack. Pick up the book of the Africa and look at the picture of the animals. He read aloud. Every year in late spring, thousands of giraffes and gazelles and millions wild beasts. The wild beasts migrate from the drylands of Tanzania to Kenya. What does the migrate mean? Said Annie. Jack put his glasses into play. It means they go someplace else for part of the year, like birds going south for the winter. All right, said Annie. Jack turned to the page and read more. Before they are safe in Kenya, the main animals must first cross the Mara River. Zebras go first, then the wild beasts. The tiny gazelles swim last. Oh, said Annie, in a sad voice. What's wrong? Said Jack. Poor beasts. She looked out the window. They seem afraid. What of the river? The horned animals were standing at the edge of the steep bank of the river. They stared out down nervously at the rushing water. Jump, beasts, jump, Annie shouted. Don't be silly. They can hear you, said Jack. He studied the broad plain. I wonder where the lions are, he said. I don't know, but I have to go, said Annie. Go where? Said Jack. The river to help them, she said. Help who? Said Jack. Those wild beasts on the other side, said Annie. I have to help them migrate. Are you nuts? Said Jack. Annie handed Jack the scroll and started out of the treehouse. Wait a second, said Jack. We haven't even read Morgan's riddle yet. Annie stopped on the ladder. Read it now, she said. Jack unrolled the ancient scroll and read aloud. I'm the color of gold and as good as can be. But beware of the danger that's all around me. What am I? And he started down again. Annie, we'll look for the answer in a minute, said Annie. What are you doing? Said Jack caught. But there was no stopping her. Jack watched as he hopped off the ladder. Then she started to walk through the tall grass between the zebras and giraffes. I don't believe her, he said to himself. He quickly put the Africa book in his bag. He started down the ladder. When he stepped onto the ground, he looked around carefully. As the giraffes were eating the tree leaves, the zebra was grazing in the grass. Tons of birds flapped overhead. This is okay, he thought. He just had one little question. Where are the lions?